What is going on, Closers University? It has been a minute. Oh my god. As you can see, I'm not in Pakistan anymore. I've actually put on one of my old suits that doesn't fit me anymore. But yeah, I wanted to come to you guys on a video because I know it's been a while and I know you guys are, wanting more content and uh, for the last couple of months that I've been back in the UK, oh my god, there's been so much going on. But I wanted to touch upon a few things of what I've been up to and what I've been helping people with, but more so give you guys some value here today on because I know a lot of you guys now have learned about what high ticket sales and closing and appointment setting is, but now you're on that next hurdle, as in, okay, we know what this is. This is crazy. We love it. We want to make money from it. We can work this even in our, not spare time. Because look, you want to give this full time, but like you can have, let's just say, for argument's sake, you're based in the UK. You're working a 9 to 5. You come home, for 6 o'clock, and let's just say you eat lunch, dinner, whatever, and it's 7 p.m. So you kick off at 7 p.m. Now, 7 p.m. UK time is around about, let's just say, we're about between 5, 6, 7 hours ahead of the US. So let's just say it was Eastern. So it's 7 p.m. UK is 2 p.m. Eastern. You can do 7 p.m., let's just say, to midnight. That's 5 hours. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, whatever. You can do 5, 6 hours. Let's just say you did it for a few months. You did that for a few months. So you've landed a good role now. And let's just say, look, I'm not going to talk to you big numbers. And I'm not going to talk to you about, the best opportunities. Average opportunity. Let's just say between 5 grand and 10 grand is the package size. So the opportunity is a 5 grand opportunity and a 10 grand opportunity. What do I mean by opportunity? This is what the deal size is. And you're working with a US client now, and they're going to pay you, let's just say average, because you're new in this and everything, you're going to pay you 10%. So per every 5K or 10K deal close, you're going to make $500 to $1,000. And you're going to work from 7 p.m. to midnight. You're going to do 5 or so hours, because usually when you come to these new companies as well, you have what it is, you're not given maximum leads right away as well. So opening yourself up for 5 hours to take 5 to 10 calls is it is enough for you to start scaling now, and for you to prove to them that, look, you can close and you can get them results. So now, as you're going through this, guys, let's just say you give yourself 90 days to just get your head around this, make some money, etc. Now, you can easily do this and make, let's just say you closed, I don't know, you had 5 to 10 conversations a day, and every other day, so not even every day, every other day you closed a $500 commission deal and $1,000 commission deal every other day. So maybe you'll speak to someone, have 5 or so conversations every other day. That's averaging every other day $500 to $1,000 per day. Let's just say it took you a week to get your head around everything and all of that and everything. Let's just say you made a couple of grand. Now, and it's crazy. I was speaking to one of the appointment setters that I've trained and I'm placed in a different opportunity. He gets a decent base and then he gets paid commission. There's some guys that I've just recently placed and they're getting, and like, we had to stop and like put it into perspective. Because this one of the new guys that I've placed, he's getting $1,000 base and he's getting $750 per close. $750 is around about 600 and something pounds. And he basically set 4 appointments, and one of the appointments converted into a deal, which was £600. $750, which converts to £600. He made that one out of the 4 sets that he did. And he made it on like his 4th day. And I just said to him, I was like, this is your first setting role, and you've made one deal that's, well, you didn't even make it. You just booked the appointment and the closer closed the deal, and you made £600. How many of these deals do you just need to do to make, I don't know, 3 grand? 5 deals in a whole month. And this is, he's learning this as he's going along anyway. So, and I was just trying to put into perspective. If you closed 5 deals in 30 days at $750 commission, how much money is that? But let's just say it was £600. That's £3,000 he's made by just closing 5 deals. And we all know you close, like, there's another setter. He's basically he sets about 20 appointments a week, and out of those 20 appointments, around 3 to 4 people actually close, so he gets paid on them. And I was just trying to convert it to this offer. And that's how crazy it is, guys. But look, I want to speak to people here today about moving to that next level. How do you recognize what's a great opportunity? Because I'll be honest with you, I've been looking at a few opportunities and I'm like, you don't have this sorted. You don't have this. So I've walked the walk that you're going to walk. And look, this is why some people fall off on this step. They love the opportunity. They love high ticket sales. They know it makes money, but now is the next step, as in, how do you identify a great company? How do you identify, what does it entail? So look, first, like, I'm just going to give you some tips. Now, for me personally, I just want to work for, some reputable companies. I want to work for reputable companies. I don't want to go work for a startup. As great as they are and everything, I want to go walk into somewhere they're already making money. They're already doing hundreds of thousands, if not 7 figures. But let's just say Jabran. What opportunities would Jabran look at? Now, you guys know what I've done, and so this is what I would look at. Okay, are they even at least doing $500,000 to $1 million a month? This is the first thing I'd look at. Now, you can easily do this. Now, the great thing for you guys is ClickFunnels gives you awards for, like, if you've made $1 million, you've made $10 million, 25, 50, 100 million. There's like the 2 Comma Cub X awards. So I'll give you an example. Like my good friend Shakir Hussain, he's got 3 of the $10 million awards. That's something that he's made in the past few years, and he's worked for some major clients. So that's an indicator for me that, okay, he's got these results, he's got these awards, so he is a killer, and he's making money already. And like, so that's one metric that I look at. Are they even making money? And the ClickFunnels awards are some indications. That's the first thing. And then maybe you just even ask them, how much are you doing? Like, okay, if you can't ask them, let's talk about, from me, just looking from the outside. So, okay, now I'm going to look, okay, do they have these awards? How much? What's another way? You wanna go into their funnel, like go into their website or their landing page on their offers, and go through as a customer, and then look at like what package sizes they have. Maybe even attend a sales call as a customer. Look at their offers. Look at their processes. This is another thing that I'd look at. Okay, now when I've gone through their funnel, how are they interacting with me? Because look, remember, if I'm going to go work for them, I'm going to look at how are they dealing with customers? How are their customers informed and educated and aware of the sales call, of the process and everything? How are they going to treat the customer? So I'm looking at all of this process and I'm identifying, okay, these guys, they send me text messages. They even called me to confirm I'm attending. They asked me some questions to qualify. Do you have money and this? So now I'm like, okay, these guys have got a decent process. That's the second thing that I'll look at. And you can easily do this by opting into their funnel. And then now I'm looking at, I look at, okay, how much, once I've got this now these are a couple of indicators to show you that, okay, maybe they've got something. Now I look at like, okay, what are their deal sizes? Have they even got like a 5K, 10K, 20K, 30K offer? Now, for me personally, I want to be selling like at least, 5K, 10K, 15, 20K program where I can make decent commission. Like imagine if I was selling a 20K program and I close 1 deal. Now for me, the minimum commission I take is 15%. I'm able to negotiate this because of my results and everything. And I even say to them, look, it's 15%, but I want 20%. But I'm going to prove to you I can get 20%. Now I've got results to back all of this up and proof of commissions and everything and testimonials and everything that can back this up. Maybe if you haven't got these, but like, that's like, imagine, okay, like I've had 20% on deals, 25% on deals. So if I was to, let's just say, start from the beginning and, 15% on 20K. I don't even know what that is. It's probably like $3,500 or whatever it is. I think it's 3.5. I don't know. About $3,000. It's probably like $3,000. Yeah, it is 3 grand. 15% of $20,000 is $3,000. I hope my maths is right. Now, $3,000 per one conversation. I wasn't even earning that full time as a teacher. But let's just say I closed, I don't know, one of those deals a week. Let's just say the first week I'm just getting to know things and whatever. So, but look, these are some of the things that I'd look at. But how, and look, and I understand it, guys, as well. Sometimes you've got this opportunity and like you come in and you're like, what the hell's going on? Like, okay, there's another thing that you want to have a look at. And maybe you can raise these questions at the interview stage. Once you've got their attention and because I've showed you how to get their attention, wow them with an intro video, do a great interview and then get in. But there's maybe some questions that you can ask in the interview. Okay, how many, because look, this is another jargon and a few jargons that you need to clarify. Because look, I've made the same mistakes. If you say to them, oh, how many leads can you promise me a month? Guys, leads, qualified calls, and booked appointment. This is all like everything's different. You can get 1,000 leads. Now, what's a lead? Someone just showing interest, just maybe giving them their email. But I just don't want that. You want, because look, a lot of people are window shoppers. So you want to ask them, okay, how many booked calls do your, guys get a month? How many qualified booked calls do your guys get a month? How many qualified booked calls can you guarantee me a month? There's that. Then there's also, okay, do you have appointment setters? That's another one. Appointment setters and triages. Appointment setters. So, okay, the leads opted in and they've even booked a call. Or they've opted in and the appointment setter now calls them, qualifies them, and then books the call and then also gives them some homework to do before the call. Now, this is a great process. Most companies don't even know how to do this. I'm teaching you guys what should be in place and you can recommend this to other guys. I swear to you, I can go into companies and charge them a consulting fee to make sure all of this is in place. Thousands of dollars I can charge them. I'm informing and educating you guys so you can have these conversations with them and show them your ability in this and your knowledge in this that I'm prepping you guys with. And when you have this sort of conversation with them, you know what? They're going to be like, this guy knows what he's talking about. Man, I should be charging you guys for this information. So remember this, guys. You want to ask them, okay, so what's the qualification process? How are they triaged? What does triaging mean? They've booked a call. So they've booked the call. They filled in the application form and they booked the call. So from booking and actually attending the call, there's that gap in between of triaging. You just want to quickly call them and qualify them here and just confirm that they're booking, of their call and have they got the link and everything. This person just connects the call and just ensures, because look, sometimes what's going to happen is people are going to book calls and guess what's going to happen? They're going to no-show. Why? Because, and it goes back to, here's another thing that you can even talk about. A process that I dial in order to make sure, and I learned this years ago, in order to make sure that my calls are going to be successful. I call this the meeting before the meeting. The touch points before they even come onto the call. Now, this can be done with appointment setters, but a lot of times I didn't have appointment setters, so I was doing this myself. The moment the leads come in and they've booked a call, guess what I would do? I would send them a text message and an email in breaking down what to expect on the call, but also answering any questions that they may have about the company, the program, the price, and everything before the call. I even used to slide in my Facebook just so they know who I am. So I don't want them to know I'm just not no random guy. I'm a real human. So I'd send them a message and email about, I've just received your application for, or your booking for the call. Make sure you review this document, which is probably based on the company, like who the company is and everything. Maybe it's the website link. And then with that is testimonials. So they know that other people are also winning in what they're coming to speak to me about. And then maybe an FAQ link. So maybe on this text message email, there's 2, 3, 4 links. I know you shouldn't have too many, but I would rather have them prepared. Now, I don't want to overload them with information, so I want to limit this to like 2 or 3 links. The third link should only be my Facebook profile. Maybe I'll put that in the second message. So the first message and email is going to be, hey guys, just, got your appointment. Make sure you review this and drop me a message once you have. And that could just be, about the company. And on the company, you can have all the information about the program, testimonials, and FAQs. You can even have it in 1 or 2 links. And just confirm that you reviewed this, before I call. Because this is paramount, and it's very important for our call. It's centered around our call. It's central to our call. So now they are physically informing you that they're going to attend, and not only are they going to attend, they've even seen that. So now when they're coming onto the call, I already know that they've seen the information, they understand it. Probably I've even put the price on the program there as well. Some people would actually say, you know what, I'm not interested, because they see the price and they're like, I don't want to do this. Now this is arguable if you want to put the price or you don't want to put the price. I just used to put the price, but you can change this. So you want to do that as well. And now when they come on the call, you have that conversation with them. They're not going to be like, oh, send me the visuals. They've already seen the visuals. They're not going to say, they're not going to have, because a lot of their questions are going to be answered from the FAQs that we send them as well. And they're not going to say, let me see some testimonials. You've already sent them the testimonials as well. So they've seen all of that. It could be a normal conversation with them. Hey, look, guys, I just want to get straight into it. This call is just, very simple. It's just to get a better understanding of you. We know you've gone through all the information, answer any questions that you have, and then hopefully move you on to the next steps. And this is just a conversation, as you've seen on my sales calls on YouTube as well. So now you've done this, guys. You've done this, and now it's an easy close. Now, look, sometimes they'll be like, you know what, and sometimes I dangle the carrot in front of them as well, as in, what my process is and everything. But I'll break down my process later. But I'm just giving you an example of what you can say to, employers or people that you're having conversations with. Okay, what do you guys do before the lead? And like when they don't have much to say and they're like, what do you advise? Now you've got something, guys, to say to them, to put in place. Now you're not going to be like a normal high ticket closer or appointment setter speaking to them, because you've got this knowledge from a multi-7-figure closer and his process. And you can say, well, this what needs to happen, and they'll see the logic behind this as well. Because a lot of the times, guys, a lot of the things that I've seen with a lot of these companies, they have the resources, but they're not being resourceful with these resources. They're not utilizing their resources correctly. So hopefully you've got that understanding on that as well. And when you have this conversation with them, you can ask them, okay, how many qualified calls can you guarantee? How many calls did you get last month? How much did you close last month? On average, how many calls can someone get a day? What's the current close rate? These are great questions, guys. What's the current close rate? The reason why I'm just asking this is just interesting. I just want to know what's going on. Not that I'm going to be like, they're already doing 20% and I'm going to do 20%. I don't care what's, if someone else is doing 20%, I'm going to be looking to get maximum closes. But I just want to know and get an idea of what's currently going on right now. And they probably won't even ask you that much, like, why are you asking that anyway? Because these are just general questions. So these are the things that, look, guys, I would do. And I want you to look out for these as well. Because look, guys, if they're only doing 100 grand a month and they got 5 closes, that's 100 grand revenue divided by 5 closes. That's 20 grand each. They're probably only making 2 grand a month. But so you don't only want that as well. You want someone that's doing hundreds of thousands amongst a couple of closes. So at least maybe there's a 5K a month, 10K a month in commissions opportunity available to you there. So hopefully you've got a better understanding of the things that I would do, preparing myself and what I'm doing, and I'm looking at, for another opportunity. But there's a couple of other things that I also do as well. I now look at okay, what's their fulfillment process? I ask them, what do you do? How do you fulfill what you're promising to the clients? I'd look at that and I'll be like, okay, Sean, what recent testimonials have you got in the last few months, last 12 months? Because I need to know what people are doing. Because I need to know that these guys are fulfilling on what they're saying. So I'd look at that. I'd look at the fulfillment process. I'd look at the testimonials. And then now I've got a good idea of like, okay, now I can confidently go and speak and sell about this. So these are just some of the things, guys, I would look at. And I want you guys to look at, but now I've prepared you in having a conversation from a 7-figure perspective. And this will only help you guys. But on that note, guys, it's been a few minutes. Hope you love and like this. If you've loved this, show me in the comments, like, subscribe, and share with someone that you might feel this may feel beneficial for.